Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Full Throttle with your host, Justin Putzer, and myself, Jenny. Today, he'll be talking to you on the nighttime Bristol elimination race. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you.
Now, before we get started with the episode, if we could have you all rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for our national anthem. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. Um, but let's get into the episode. Um, it's good to be home, guys. It is great to be home.
It's nice to get away, but it's always nice to be home.
Yeah. First and foremost, been talking about for weeks now. You know, I can confirm Bristol is loud. Out there, this weekend, nothing happened with my schedule, believe it or not. God willing, nothing happened. So, but overall, there's a word called calcium compound, Jenny, that they put down on short clamps in NASCAR.
And what does that do?
It's supposed to make racing better, and give the cars slip around a little bit, and give them grip on the racetrack.
So it's to eliminate a lot of slipping, give them more traction.
Yeah, but a lot of times when they first put it down, you see a lot of slipping and sliding when it's being worked on. I don't understand why NASCAR, because NASCAR puts it down, not the class, NASCAR puts it down. It's something they've been doing for a while now. And I don't understand usually because they do it on some of the class, a lot of the class. I can't remember what ones they do it on, but they like doing it on some mile and a halves. And they do it special every time they go. And they do it to, I believe, Richmond maybe.
Richland.
Richmond, Virginia, just to name a few places. But the reason I bring that up is they did it Friday before the NASCAR Xfinity race. A lot of times they will put more down before the Cup race, but this weekend they didn't. And NASCAR, I have to say, because I, was there with my Thomas Cup Series competitors. They, believe it or not, I don't know if I said off camera to you, but there was a total of 15 people in our group.
Yeah.
6 of us were Xbox people never met before. Boy, that was a blast, and
It was nice to meet them.
I do apologize that when I did get pre-race full throttle, forgot to mention how I knew them. So, but I recommend use themselves. So, if you want to know who they are, go back and watch that 1 minute 30-second episode. I did Saturday afternoon as a pre-race edition of Full Throttle. Go check that one out, please. But the fact of the matter is, I was expecting to see a lot of beating and banging, and that's what that costume compound produces for a good while. But because they didn't put more down, it was follow the leader most of the night.
It's kind of boring.
Well, it got good, with 50 laps to go, because you had Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch, who, may I add, is really good at Bristol, does not have a win. Kyle Busch doesn't.
Oh, wow.
This season.
This season.
Yeah. And he is really good at Bristol. So it was the Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch show. And, now that I've been in Bristol, I'll go back. But what I have to say is that, man, it's loud in Bristol. It's a great college sim, it's Bristol baby, as they say. But TV just makes it look really, because Dad and I were having a conversation during the race. The Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick battle looked like a helmet with a car length. They were separated by a car length. But I recently watched some of the race back before doing this episode with you today, Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
And that looked more like a half a car now that I saw some engine highlights. Because those of you that don't know, you can go to YouTube and watch 9 minutes of race highlights and get to the end of the race pretty quickly. You don't have to sit and watch the whole thing. Now most people will probably to give more good, accurate information. But overall, I thought the track, the personnel at the track were pretty good. Met the CEO of Bristol Motor Speedway Public Relations guys.
That's interesting.
But Bristol is Bristol, and and there's a lot of towers there. We went into Jeff Gordon towels where our seats were, you know. I got these seats kind of bought for me, and Chuck friend bought them for me, and you know, and $126 to go get that place. But it was well worth it, well worth the time, well worth the money. And I mean, overall, I mean, it was a good, hard, aggressive race toward the end. Like, you had Kyle Busch, you know, lap traffic. You know, we don't talk much about lap traffic here at Full Throttle, but I tell you what, you see on TV at Bristol, and you don't realize until you're actually there how quickly they catch lap traffic. I mean, you see it on TV, but man, it's like 10 laps and 5 laps, and by the time you go green, you're half a lap down if you're in the back. And, you know, Will and Byron, I feel bad for him. He was running 10th, you know. There wasn't too much drama as far as cautions. You had the stage cautions, and then you had any cautions that might come up after the 2 stage ending cautions, but there was only one guy that went off turn number 2 onto the short back straightaway where we sat, and that was the only caution really for incident, but did see Denny Hill get tore up. Ricky Stenhouse Gilling with 47. Thought he was going to have a good run. He's been known to have a good run in Bristol. He got torn up very early in the race. So as far as cautions for incidents, didn't see much of that. And Bristol is Bristol, you know. Every time Bristol comes up, Bristol will get better, but ever since they made a change to Bristol, you kind of have lost a little bit of the beating bing. It's still good racing, but at the same time, being a playoff cup race, may I add, I thought we were going to see drama. I thought we were going to see a fist fight. Gets a whole lot of things going into the weekend. I thought we were going to see, I was going to see my first trip to Bristol. You know, we'll be going back because that is a beautiful area to go and cover, you guys. So if you haven't been to the Tennessee area to go down to Bristol, by all means go down, but it is a beautiful area. Hospitality is pretty good, I find anyway. Had some personal issues, won't get into that. But overall, weekend was pretty good for us down there, and had a great time, and got to know the guys, and got to see okay racing. Wasn't great, was it?
So if you return to Bristol, are you gonna do the group thing again?
You know, the group wants to go to, so if you want, Thomas Cup Series and Cyber Cup are the 2 groups I met up with. Same group of people, but if you want to come meet us all, if you're out there, I think we all want to maybe do Kansas next year, which would be an easy drive for me.
So the answer is yes, you would do it with the same group,
Yeah.
just different track.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So the answer is yes, and there's a couple again that want to go over data. So I think every couple of years we might get together. So,
It'll be fun.
but it's been a fun week. So, but look for more details on other things coming up this week. Now that I'm back home, I can really get my life back to normal after being gone here and focus on life and focus on bringing you guys news with Jenny right alongside me like she always is. So until we meet again, this has been a full throttle edition of the Bristol Night Race with Justin and Jenny. Goodbye!